Jingle live now. Hey, welcome to the first episode of Jen and Martin's Trashfire Cinema. And we looked at a fantastic flick today, didn't we, Jen?
I
Didn't we?
hate you, Marty. I hate you, Marty. I hate you. You said we were going to Hawaii. I had my bag packed. I had these cool shades that I spent money on.
Just because I'm not taking part in this doesn't mean you can use my goggles.
I hate you, Marty. I thought you didn't tell me we were watching this piece of shit. You said you were having a hard time getting a hard ticket to Hawaii.
But look, did you not feel the Hawaiian experience with this movie?
No, I did not. And that's brilliant to show a girl who's freaking out over, who has a serious phobia over snakes. Let's pick a movie with a big giant fucking snake. Let's just.
Well, in fairness, also, it wasn't just any ordinary snake. It was a contaminated snake that had been infected by rats that had cancer. Cancer-ridden rats.
We'll get
into it. So
should we tell people why the fuck we're doing this?
Okay, so this is the first episode in a series that me and Jen will be reviewing some of the stupidest, dumbest, grottiest pieces of shit to ever scour the fucking celluloid. And I said we'd start off with something a bit highbrow, and I went with Hard Ticket to Hawaii. So the movie essentially centers around two special agents, Donna and Taran, and they're off again, on again, and their boobs. Hey! In fairness, those uniforms, they were standard issue. Okay, those uniforms were standard issue.
I hate you, Marty. I hate you.
Why?
You made me watch this. I'm going to have to go back to drinking again. Sorry, Christian, I took your stash. So, yeah, it's okay. So, all playing aside, it was actually a really fun film. This is actually kind of a fun film to show to someone who has a snake phobia and has like two FBI agents that basically their biggest assets, their biggest guns are always strapped to their chest. And we get some interesting. It's an interesting plot. The director, you were telling me a little bit about the director.
And Andy Sedaris makes movies with women with massive chests and blonde women, specifically blonde women with massive chests, and guys with like oily chests, and there's guns in these movies.
And rocket launchers.
Yeah. So much so, the dude has so much guile. He literally puts his own movie posters in the actual movie.
Mm-hmm.
The dude is definitely classy. You can tell by some of the dialogue. But yeah, so we have the two federal agents. And they're also friends with two other hunky federal agents, Rowdy and Jay.
Jay.
Hey, Revy. Hey, Junebug. How you doing, guys?
Hey, guys.
So, Jen, tell us a bit about the main characters, Donna and Taran. What's your initial thoughts on them?
Whoa, they have big tits. Whoa, and they sway, Marty. They sway, and they have weight to them. That was pretty much what I took from their characters. They're deep, nuanced characters. And they can fly a plane. One of them can even fly a plane, and I'm sure they actually flew in the movie. I'd bet my bottom dollar on it.
I love the fact that when they ended up finding the contraband in the little helicopter, they didn't know what to do. So what did they do, Jen? They needed to formulate a plan. Did they contact the superiors?
No, of course not, Marty, because there wasn't time. They had to go and find a jacuzzi immediately because, they were stressed. Like you were telling me, they were completely stressed. And so they had to find the nearest jacuzzi, get in and make sure that their breasts were uncovered and in full glory because being an FBI agent is hard. It's hard. And they're not only FBI agents, but they're drug things.
Drug enforcement agents.
Drug enforcement agents.
Like Donna made a good point though. She said she done her best thinking in a jacuzzi. Haven't we all done our best thinking in a jacuzzi though?
Oh yeah, and see, I was disappointed with that scene because I thought we were sure to get some good lesbianism in it, and that's going to take some points away from me because you keep waiting. The movie keeps cock teasing you with lesbianisms. There's another part in the movie we'll discuss later where you think, sure, there's going to be some hot lesbo action. No hot lesbo action, Marty. No hot lesbo action, and I'm bitterly disappointed. It takes it a star down for me.
Look. Honest to God, there's so many other brilliant things in this movie though that you can make do without the. Sure, any movie can have lesbian action, but what movie can have a snake that's been infected by cancer-ridden rats that goes on a rampage?
And that's another thing. I love how they go to the jacuzzi. Instead, they get a phone call from their superior saying, you know what, they gave them the wrong snake. And the one you guys are carrying is an AIDS infected snake that had it from cancer ridden rats, which again, Marty, I don't see how that works. I want an explanation.
Jen, we aren't naturalists. We aren't biologists. It's not our job to question such science, okay? Okay. Yeah, Revy's right. How dare they tease the audience with no lesbian action? It's a crime. It's an absolute crime.
So, it really is. I mean, like this movie, it just you need lesbians in it. It's almost a cardinal rule. And this movie takes every other every trope you can think of for these kind of movies except the lesbianism. I mean, it's just wrong. It's wrong. And then they were both in the hot tub, their breasts gleaming. I mean, they were blonde. It was hot. Why weren't there some why wasn't there some carpet munching going on? That's my big question.
Because you had such a fucking deep integral plot. There was some serious integral plot going on here. They had to sort out the diamonds. They had an issue with the snake.
And they also had to go to a fancy restaurant. They had to. That was also an integral plot of the. That was an integral point of the plot.
What did you think of the Major D with his opening line? I can get you the best seat in the house on my face. What did you think of that line?
The way that actor delivered it, I was getting kind of turned on. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, ooh, baby. where are all the good guys gone? Not you, darling. Not you.
Fine. Okay, that guy was sleazy. But what about the TV exec who his
Greatest line in the movie.
Blonde sits down to a TV exec, and her first line is, "You practically raped me last night." That was last night. This is today. I'm a changed man. It's like,
well, see, I think that this can apply to the Me Too movement of today because, you almost got raped, but you can't look back in the past. That was like not even 24 hours ago, and you can't cling. See, I think the director is telling us to let go of our baggage. We're in Hawaii. We should just let go of our baggage, and just if we were raped almost not even 24 hours ago, that's in the past. You can't live your life in the past. You have to be in the here and now, and that includes my God, you're gonna lose your channel.
I'm focus. Who fucking cares? Focus. Hashtag cancel Jaden Martin. She fucking said it. It was her.
I'm kidding, guys. I'm kidding.
Well, yeah, so Donna and Taran have to contend with a bad guy by the name of Seth and his minions. Because Seth is working for a guy. Mike, we reviewed a movie called we reviewed a movie called Hard Ticket to Hawaii, and yeah, it's got some interesting dialogue. But yeah, so Donna and Taran have to deal with a bad guy called Seth, who is an underling for Mr. Chad, and they're smuggling drugs and diamonds onto the island.
They are with an airplane, with a tiny little robotic airplane, like a teeny tiny one.
And the brilliant of this, there's little silver suitcases that the diamonds are in. It's the kind of stuff I'd get my action figures. It literally is little silver kind of luggage you'd get for like toys.
For your Barbie dolls.
Wee, like NECA figures or something. So Don and Taran make off with the diamonds, and they ended up in the kind of crosshairs of Seth and his minions.
Yeah, interesting thing of minions, by the way. Interesting cast of minions.
Those guys are like G.I. Joe rejects, Cobra rejects. There's one guy called Shades, and there's another skater dude. I love the skater dude.
Also, Marty, the skater dude. We have to talk about the skater dude. Like, was he just showing off? I mean, was someone at the audition that said, "Hey, what's your particular strong suit with acting?" Well, I can skateboard with my hands. I can do a handstand on a skateboard. Cinematic fucking gold.
It was, and the fact is that dude was fucking awesome. Because the girls feel that they're in over their head, they call in Rowdy and Jay, and when Rowdy and Jay arrive, skater dude, go on.
I was just gonna say you made me remember a good point, because they are two rogue FBI strong female led characters, and so what is the first thing they do when they get in the slightest bit bump in the road? Let's call the boys. For all the little girls watching.
Hey, they look, they knew they were in over their heads. They were like, okay, we're not going to get out of this by applying makeup or swishing our hair or shaking our ass. We're going to need some men.
There's not a dish site to wash. There's not a dish in sight to wash.
There isn't.
It's way past their problem-solving skills. So they show girl power by saying, "Let's phone the boys."
So Rowdy and Jay turn up on the island, and
Rowdy, basically his whole character arc is he can't shoot. He can't shoot to save his life.
He can't. He can shoot one type of gun, and we'll get to that. But they arrive on the island anyway. And unknowns to them, they are being bugged by a transgender spy in the restaurant.
Who's beautiful. Like it's weird because like as a woman, beautiful. And then when the makeup comes off, I wouldn't look at the guy twice, but as a woman, beautiful.
It's like gorgeous woman. Ha! I look like Joseph Mengele. What the fuck?
And that might be some people's kink. I'm not kink shaming. Let's get this clear, people. I'm not kink shaming. If that's your kind of dude, God bless you. Go for it. But for me personally, that's not my look. But as a woman, beautiful woman, like if you're jealous, you're like, damn it, I'll never look that good on my best day. It's not fair, God. It's not fair.
Do you want to know something I thought was really funny as well? The individual was wearing a dress, but when they took the dress off, they had a kind of a special kind of set of tights that gave them a fantastic arse, and it was like, well, you're not going to be able to see that. So why have the thing to make you look like you have a fantastic arse?
Oh, I can answer you that. To get into the mindset and the character, if you look good and you feel good, you project more. It's all a psychological thing. This director really likes to get in the psychological mind fuckery of people's minds. That's what I'm thinking, because otherwise that deep cut of let's call the boys to show women girl power. If you really think about it, it's psychological. It's psychological. Yeah.
It's deep.
It's
a deep cut. So fucking Rowdy and Jay arrive on the island, and they're ambushed by Skater Dude and another cohort. And
with a sex doll, with a life-size sex doll. You're forgetting the best part.
well, how else is he going to conceal a sawed-off shotgun? How else is he going to conceal a sawed-off shotgun and a skateboard?
I suppose you're right, because especially the way he was doing the skateboard, I mean, the trench coat would just hang down and he would fuck up, and then no one would get assassinated that day, and that's not a productive way to be an assassin.
Yeah, but like, look, let's be honest, Jen. I'd be more sus of a guy in a trench coat and a skateboard than a guy with a sex doll. I'd be like, there he is, he's taking his girlfriend out for a fucking spin.
See, I would trust a guy with a sex doll too. I would, especially if he was taken out in public, I would be like, wow, that gentleman is really confident. He's brave enough to take his sex doll out in public, and most people shame them. And I would go up and I'd go, I want to shake your hand, sir. That is beautiful. You're
a fucking hero. You're a fucking hero.
Exactly.
So your man fucking whips out the shotgun behind the sex doll.
As you
fucking
do.
Hits Jay. They reverse the Jeep, put him flying, him and his sex doll flying, and the running joke with Rowdy. The running joke with Rowdy, Jen.
The running joke with Rowdy is, like I said, he can't hit a barn if he tried. And so he has this massive rocket launcher. And I wonder if that might be why we're called Hard Ticket to Hawaii, because, very phallic. I mean, you got a gun's phallic anyway. Then you got a rocket launcher, which is like John Holmes territory. And then you're just blowing up. I have a feeling that might be why there's Hard and Hard Ticket to Hawaii. That's just my 2 cents, but that's what I think.
Do you think not only blowing up the Skater Dude, but blowing up the Skater Dude sex doll with some kind of subliminal messaging about?
Yes, I do. I think it might have been because, again, we're shaming people. Like, he was brave enough to bring his sex doll out in the world and say, hey, people, this is my love. This is my choice. This is my life, my choice. And these bastards, sure, he shot at him, but these bastards, these intolerant bastards, thought, no, we're going to make this poor sex doll punish, even though she was just an innocent pawn. Really, they should be taken up for treason charges, because that's like killing an innocent pawn, a poor innocent.
Well, would you say Jay and Rowdy should be done for hate crimes?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I think they should, because it's hard to blow up those sex dolls. So I've heard.
They're not fucking cheap. So I heard. They're not fucking cheap. That plan, the bad set's plan, goes tits up. So he goes into plan B, and Donna and Taran have another contact called Edie.
Edie, and she's a crucial plot. She'll be a crucial plot point in later during the film. The Edie, and great tits. All these women have great tits. There's one woman that, like the newlywed couple, that kind of have small tits, but for guys out there and for women too, I'm not judging, but like they have very full pouty breasts. That's what I'm taking away from this film.
Isn't it kind of gypped that the newlywed, who's kind of, isn't the bustiest chick? She doesn't take her top off.
I know, it was a gyp. And again, the newlyweds could have had some lesbian action. He again could have wrote in some lesbian action with the newlyweds, or a 3-way. So bisexual action, yeah.
But yeah, it's so fucking Edie gets kidnapped.
Edie gets kidnapped. Oh no, not Edie. She was such a crucial character. Fuck me, not Edie. I was worried about Edie. I was like holding my breath.
Did you think Edie was going to come out of it alive?
I didn't know, because like she was such a, you develop such an emotional attachment to Edie's character that like, you were just like, oh my God. Of course, in a lesser movie, they might have done something, but I do like what they do to Edie coming up in the film. I do like but again, they cock tease a lesbian situation with Edie and nothing ever comes of it. Again, I got to take another star away.
Look, there's still so much to offer. This movie still has so much to offer, okay?
Yeah, one of the worst sex scenes. We'll get to that.
Oh, speaking of sex scenes, fucking Taran with the sports correspondent. What's his name? Jimmy Johns?
Yes, yes, Jimmy Johns.
Jimmy Johns.
Who also takes like every vitamin E, alfalfa pill, all kinds. And why is that scene in the movie? I'm gonna break character here. Why the fuck, Marty? Why was he doing this and just to these rando dudes with a shake in front of them, with a milkshake in front of them? What the point was of that scene? What was the artistic?
He was obviously trying to show how fucking serious he was about his health. And that he knew sport. He was a sportscaster by fuck.
He was a blonde sportscaster. And he added so much to the film. Yeah. That's the thing about this is we don't get to delve into the characters as deeply as I would like to. Yeah, he has a thing, but why does he have such a thing with his health? We needed more of a backstory, and we're forgetting the snake again. Where the fuck was the snake during all of this?
Jen, it's okay. Because the snake's contaminated, it should be dead in 36 hours, okay?
All right.
Okay, the snake's no one's problem. Besides, Gail said he was going to send someone to collect the snake, even though they said it was going to fuck it escaped.
But it bothers me. The snake needed more time.
Oh, look, in fairness, the snake became the fucking the T-Rex at the end of Jurassic Park. In that fucking movie, in fairness, I think the movie was so bad it froze Jen. No, hang on.
There we go. I'm back. Sorry about that.
Back.
Internet.
Was it that bad? Was it
Yes.
that bad? You were frozen by the snake.
That snake scarred me. And also, can we talk about see, I would say that was an animatronic triumph, something that would rival the Jim Henson Company. I would say that snake was an animatronic triumph. You have a different take.
That snake, you are being incredibly generous by saying animatronic. That snake was a puppet with a stick up its hole at the best of fucking times.
See, and it legitimately creeped me out, especially when it was doing its little, and then it was a pissed off puppet. That was the most pissed off puppet snake I've ever seen.
Jen, keep in mind that it had been infected by cancer-ridden rats.
And got AIDS.
They've had AIDS, yeah, it's just...
And the song, Marty, the song that we keep getting, it's an earworm.
It's a hard ticket to Hawaii.
Stop! Make it stop. I'm going to be singing that today, too. Who wrote that little ditty? Was it the director who wrote that little ditty?
I do not know. I'll check, but it could have been. It could have been. He got the title, so obviously he got it somewhere. I'd say Zadaris did actually write it.
Probably.
Look, come here. Andy Zadaris is multi-talented. He can write, he can direct, he can shoot a film.
He can shoot a sex doll with a rocket launcher. I mean, visionary.
What about shooting a sex scene, Jen?
Oh God.
What's your thoughts?
Okay, so guys, like halfway in the movie, even though we have this diamond smugglers and really you forget, and the snakes, and I don't care what Marty says, those fuckers should have been out looking for that goddamn animatronic snake, because that snake causes fuckery and he could infect other people. We don't know.
Yeah, it fucking kills the newlyweds.
It does.
Absolutely butchers the shit out of the newlyweds.
Yeah, it does. But in the middle of all this fuckery, right? Like it was Rowdy and which one of the females was it? I'm sorry.
Donna,
right?
Come on, keep up. It's intricate. These characters are so well defined.
I know, right? And they have, I don't think I've ever watched a sex scene where I was thinking, okay, can we please go back to the snake now? And the music composing for this is like just wrong. The tone is wrong. It's boring and slow. And then he gives, like, if you ever said anything like this, I would slap you, and I'd slap you hard. He goes, some men's dreams are other men's lunches. Wow.
But do you not think that's profound?
No, I don't think that's profound. That's just ew. God. I would shut it down, Marty. I would shut it down. And I'm a pervert. And yeah, you know, and the
I was going to make that our vows. I was going to make that our vows.
Cross it out.
Like,
cross it out.
Fuck.
When you gotta hurry because you know I'm late, right, Marty? So we gotta do a shotgun wedding.
So yeah. Well, what about? Look, come here. You got Rowdy. Rowdy.
What did you think of the sex scene? What did you think of the sex scene?
I thought it was rather tender. Bar Rowdy's guttural fucking roars. Bar Rowdy's guttural fucking shouts. I thought it was rather tender.
Didn't you think it went on a little too long? And this is me saying this of all people.
No.
Okay.
No, they weren't done. They weren't finished.
Yeah, never mind that there's diamond and drug smugglers and people dying and a snake with cancer and AIDS on the loose.
Okay. Oh, Jesus. But like, look, the fact is, they needed to let off some steam. They needed to let off some steam.
The jacuzzi just wasn't doing enough for Donna.
No, it wasn't. The jacuzzi was nowhere near good enough for him. But yeah, Revy, they weren't done.
I guess I can see your point. I suppose it was sort of tender, you know. Yeah, I guess. Just so, was like, my mind just kept going back. People, the snake. Fuck the drug dealers.
What did you think of the real artistic thing of intercutting the muscular lesbian ninja chick?
I liked it, but see, again, I'm gonna have to take some stars away because I thought, oh, this is where we're going, because the girl, the Revy, right, where she was like tied up, like, and it was all BDSM, and she was hanging there, and her shirt was a crop top, and she didn't have, if you'll remember, because you counted the boob count, you did a boob count, and she had nothing under. She was just boobs, and then she put on her crop top, and they had her up, and like I thought, oh, this is gonna be some lesbian BDSM shit right here, and I was like, okay, screw this Tinder bullshit. Let's get to some perversion, people. And I was like, yeah, and maybe there'll be a whip or a riding crop. My mind was going places, and then we never see her. She just is there, and he goes, "I'll take care of it." I'm wondering if it's in a deleted scene, like if you could get, like, do they?
Maybe there's a director's cut.
That's what I'm thinking.
Or a Criterion. Maybe there's a Criterion edition of Hard Ticket to Hawaii with a director's cut. So our heroes, Donna, Taran, Rowdy, and Jay, decide to rescue Edie.
They do. They do try to rescue Edie. Wow. It's the guns, like the guns and the blow and the boom booms, Marty. It was a little over the top. But again, like you said, there is some. All joking aside, like this director, he isn't completely awful. Like there is some skill behind it. There is some skill.
I like the intro. I like the intro with the titles being on the cargo.
I did too.
Crates and the manifest. Really, I thought that was clever.
I like that too. And then when we see the shot with the mirror, I like that one. I like the shot.
That was cool. Firstly, before they can attack, they have to take out another fucking Cobra reject known as Shades. Shades' Achilles' heel is he loves playing frisbee. So Rowdy susses out that he's going to rig up a razor blade frisbee, and by Christ does he do some damage.
But you know what? In fairness to Shades, how many people, and I'm counting myself in this, like can hold, because like how does he play frisbee, Marty, with one hand? Because in the other hand he has this giant machine gun in his hand, and like he even did tricks. He did the under the knee thing, and I was like, damn, that takes some skill, son. Like he should be paying attention and being a bodyguard, but that still takes some skill, and he didn't shoot anybody, so I'm giving him 10 extra points.
Okay, yeah, Shades is pretty awesome. I like Rowdy getting rid of your wand. Mm-hmm. He's like, look, shit's about to go down. And as she's walking off, he throws away her pink frisbee and she's jiggling away. What's he say? By the way, you've got a great ass. It's like Shades should have been like, okay, there's something up here. What the
Well, no, I mean, when you see this going down, my reaction would have been like, fuck it, I'm gone too. I'm going to go find someone else to play Frisbee with. Or I might go into a safer sport like knitting.
So fucking Rowdy throws the Frisbee, cuts off Shade's hands, and gets into the
Greatest scene in
throat.
the movie. Greatest scene in the movie because, like, and it lingers and it's. And there's blood pouring, and I just don't think that the kind of weaponry, I don't think it could have caused as much damage as it does in the movie. Like if we're gonna, I know this movie is super realistic, but sometimes it does falter into the little bit of the unbelievable.
Just a smidge. I'm with you, Jen. I don't think a couple of fucking Gillette disposables punched into a fucking Frisbee is enough to sever fingers. That's just me.
Yeah, I would agree. I thought that too, especially Bone, Marty. Bone just doesn't go that way, no matter. But in fairness, he did really give it a good throw. I mean, he really did something with his.
And fucking Shades probably caught it and wrapped his knuckles around it. So our A team decide to fucking attack the compound with them in the with Taran, Jay, and fucking Christ, I'm after forgetting his name.
Donna and who was the other?
No, Donna's in the hang glider.
Right. Donna's in the hang glider.
Rowdy's in the Rowdy. So
because his name doesn't match his personality. Like he except for him not being able to shoot, there's nothing rowdy about this dude. And saying one of the most terrible lines during sex ever.
Jason from Horrific Nightmare said Mill Creek sent us Frisbees as a promotion for this movie.
Awesome.
Nice.
That's very cool, Jason. Hi, by the way.
Hey, dude. So they attack the compound.
They do.
And fucking Rowdy can't shoot for shit without that bazooka.
No, he can't. And that's the run. I do like that the cast does. I will give this as like a legitimate praise. The cast does seem like they're friends, like they were people that could work well together. They're done. Even again, we're pulling back the curtain, and because this isn't how real life would work. Shocking, I know, but they do feel like there is like a connection and a chemistry, and like these one-liners that you shoot among friends would be something. It was authentic. As much as this movie can be authentic, it was sort of authentic. Not as
it was fun.
As a steak.
There was a bit of chemistry there. Also, hey, DCM Campbell, how you doing, dude?
Welcome.
DCM's going to be joining us tomorrow for the next. If you go down to the wood stream. But yeah, so fucking Rowdy misses a fucker, and Jay has to take him out. They rescue Edie.
Thank God. I had to really. I was so relieved when Edie was into safety because again she was such a profound character in this movie. I would say she rivaled Donna's and the other blonde chicks.
Clear. What was Edie's last name again?
It was just Edie.
Okay, was it Edie?
Edie. Yes, it was Edie.
But no, fucking.
And I love how they're in the van. They're all in the van, right? And like they're thinking, okay, job well done. And then the non-FBI drug smuggling agent was like, what about who got whatchamadu?
Who killed Seth?
Who killed Seth? Who killed Seth? And like
they're all like,
wasn't me. They were all like Shaggy, and it wasn't me.
Sorry, run, Shaggy.
Yeah.
But it's like, fuck. It's like one of those moments where you're like, oh fuck, I left the gas on.
Exactly. And again, none of them have brought up the snake. This is going to bother me, Marty. This is going to bother me that these assholes don't care about the AIDS-infested snake.
So the fucking back of the van fires open, and Rowdy comes out lashing out in a dirt bike.
Just like Fonzie. Just like Fonzie.
Meanwhile, Seth has broken into Donna's house, who has returned back to her kind of place on the hang glider. And yeah, fairly kind of intense.
Taking off her makeup, as you pointed out, because a girl always wants to look pretty when she's
Yeah, why was she taking what she put on fucking makeup going into battle?
That bothered you. Well, Marty, that's kind of sexist. I mean, just because you're firing guns and possibly going to lose your life, you want to look pretty. The Undertakers don't always do the best of jobs. So just, God forbid moment, you do want to look pretty.
What if you get shot in the face? Jen, if you get shot in the fucking schnoz, all the makeup in the world isn't going to do fucking shit for you, in fairness.
Now, see, if you do a great lipstick job, Marty, like, people won't even notice. They'll be like, oh my God, she's dead and that's sad and her nose is blown off. But did you see her lips? Those are blowjob lips. If you do the lipstick just right and give yourself the right blowjob lips, no one will notice anything else about your face. You could have a nose blown off, and if you have the great blowjob lips, then it doesn't matter.
Didn't you say you're going to be doing a makeup tips channel at some stage?
God help him. Makeup tips for perverts.
Fuck. Okay, so Seth attacks Donna, and some of the scenes, I was like, the bit especially in the cupboard was like, fucking Zadaris likes Halloween.
Yes, I defy any horror fan, especially a major Halloween fan, when we get to that closet scene, not to go, oh man. I mean, they're lucky he didn't get sued for plagiarism. He really
I
did.
mean,
It was close.
There fucking
on the nose.
Yeah, he's cutting through the bars, or what the fuck are those things on that
The
fucking
slats.
I don't know.
Slats.
Yeah, he's cutting the slats. And she fucking, okay, it's not a coat hanger, but she fucking fires a harpoon at him.
That's a good thing too. That's a cool scene. And the practical effect doesn't look bad for that. I'll give the movie that. The practical effect for that doesn't look too bad.
No, it looks the fucking business.
Yeah, it does. It really, really does. It really does. And like I said, this movie, it's not like as bad as we're making it sound. It does have, now some of the actors, I will say, do deliver their lines really weirdly. Like, not bad acting wise, but they just their tone and their cadence of the way of some lines. And I know we're not doing Shakespeare here, but I would have thought
it's not fucking Lawrence of Arabia. It's not fucking Lawrence of Arabia, Jen. Okay, I'm sorry.
I don't know. It's a cinematic experience. But I think the movie would have been better enhanced if he would have thought, okay, let's do one more take, guys, with a little more feeling, with a little more emotion. Or that's just me.
Fuck's sake. So Seth gets up from the harpoon fucking and tries to stab her. She makes him stab himself in his dick. Is his dick or his chest?
I like to think it's his dick. I don't quite.
Yeah, I think it's his dick. And she fucking Revy says, I think you guys are retelling the movie way better than the actual movie would be.
Well,
Thanks, Revy.
Thank you. That means a lot. Yeah. And we think, and again, it's like a Halloween moment because we think everything's good. Like the worst is over. Done. Cue the toilet scene.
So Donna escapes from Seth into the toilet.
As you do, and she's just, again, great shot, and again, maybe it's reminiscent of Psycho, because that Psycho was the first movie to show a toilet in it, and I just got to say,
wait, let's stop there. Are you comparing this movie to Hitchcock?
Yes, I am. Yes, okay, I am. Come at me, people. Come at me.
You got the cock part right with this movie, but the hitch, I don't know about that.
Jason said he sent me a picture of the Frisbee. Let me take a look at that and I'll see where it's at. Let's see.
Hey, Brad.
Hey, Brad, welcome. Okay.
So
how do I show the cool Frisbee they
share?
Share.
Can you share us?
I don't know. Probably. Hang on. Sparky, come and help your mother. Let's see, open. Let me see if I can. I don't see a share, Marty. I'm not the editor of this place. Let's
It
see.
should be at the bottom of the screen.
I'm looking
There's
for it.
mute, camera, mic, between
Yeah.
cam and mic and invite.
Okay, I still don't. Hang on one. I can't, damn it. Jason,
Here.
try to send it to Marty. Try to send it to Marty. Or wait, I can send it to you, can I?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll forward it to you.
But so Donna's sitting on the floor of the bathroom. Okay?
Yes, she said it. Okay, so like I said, a Hitchcock comparison. Stay on focus, Jen. Okay, so she's leaning back, and again, it's hear me out, Marty. Like, don't be a snob. This isn't what we are not snobs. We are reviewing Our Ticket to Hawaii. We lost our movie card snobs as soon as we came up with this idea. But like, she's leaning against the toilet with her beautiful fingernails because her fingernails are perfect as it is, and she's just leaning there, and she's looking very, very desolate and very just like, oh my God. And then all of a sudden, boom! Mr. Sneaky Poo pops up, much like an erection, but way bigger. And there's fog coming out of the toilet, Marty. Why is there fog or steam coming out of the toilet? I wanted to ask you this when we were watching it.
Because
why?
It was obviously this guy was a fan of Ingrid Bergman, and he wanted to have German expressionism in that scene.
Okay, the girl that just compared this movie to Hitchcock.
Coming up
wow.
from the bowels of hell. It's coming up from the bowels of hell to kill our heroine, right? And it's like,
it is
oh
a great
shit.
Scene, though. It is a great scene. You have to admit that. And it pops up just like a big snake AIDS-infested erection. Again, I'm going to get you to lose your channel.
That's grand. It's all right. There's the
frisbee. That is very cool, Jason. Thank you so much for sending that. That looks amazing.
That kicks arse.
I would love to have that.
I like there's bikinis and fucking the swimsuit trunks and shit there. That's pretty cool.
Bottoms. Yeah, the bottoms. What did you think of this? Okay, I interpreted it as Hitchcock. What did you interpret the AIDS-infested snake that looks just like an erection but bigger? What did you interpret that moment as, Marty? I'd like to hear your thoughts as well.
As a Jurassic Park fan, right? You know the bit when it looks like our heroes are about to meet their end, and out of left field, an even bigger danger comes out of nowhere and takes out the bad guys. That's what this snake is. Spielberg obviously is a fan of Hard Ticket to Hawaii. He's like, I'm going to make my T-Rex the fucking Hard Ticket to Hawaii snake and save our heroes at the end. So Seth fucking comes in trying to fucking kill Donna, and BAM! Fucking snake. You got the fucking snake in the face.
And it's like you didn't do the mouth part right, Marty. And his tongue is doing like that. Someone's got this on video forever. This is wonderful. You're lucky, Marty. I only usually do this on my OnlyFans page, but for you, I'll go the extra mile. But the snake is.
So poor old Donna is there with her fucking derringer and whatever, and she's shooting it, and it's so obvious that it's not fucking squibs or anything, it's fireworks. They're just setting off fireworks in this fucking foam snake's mouth, and all hope looks lost, and Rowdy comes through the fucking window on a bike.
Yeah, and they should have really had Get Your Motor Running. They should have, I guess maybe it was too expensive to get the song, probably was, but it's a missed opportunity if you ask me, because that would have just been a little extra badass to the movie. Yeah, and then just boom, boom, and Donna shoots at the snake too, and I love how the head doesn't blow off. It's just like part of the snake's whatever.
So as I was saying, yeah, Donna's shooting with the derringer, and they obviously don't have enough money for squibs, so they've just put fucking firecrackers in the poor foam snake's mouth, and then fucking Rowdy comes in with the quad launcher and just blows the fucker up.
And then you see that thing with just the big, and I'll admit, like, the magic does dim a little bit in this scene, Marty, because you do see just a big rubbery thing with a snake skin over it and no head, and it just flops with a big old thing of blood. It's cool looking, but again, it takes away our thing of disbelief. The curtain there's a few instances in this movie where the curtain gets pulled back and we're like taken out of this enchanted, oh my God, totally believable movie into the realm of a little bit unbelievability. Just a smidge. Just a little bit. Yeah.
I have to give it to Donna and Rowdy's. It's like, would you believe that snake came up from the toilet just when you thought it was safe to take a pee? Again, Spielberg. Obviously, there was a yin-yang Spielberg thing going just when you thought it was safe to go back in the water. So yeah,
exactly. Exactly. But then you added the dirtiness of peeing. So like people that are into the scat and golden showers aren't left out too. Except for lesbians. This hits everybody's kinks except for lesbianism.
Yeah. Yeah, it does. It does. So our heroes are about to complete their mission. They decide to all team up and go off in a limo to face Mr. Chang, who is English,
half Chinese and half English. And doubly dangerous.
And Donna and Rowdy are like, you guys stay here. We got this. And they go upstairs. They go upstairs and they're like,
fuck back up in procedure. Fuck back up in procedure. We got this, bros. Just chillax in the limo.
We'll sort this shit out. So they go up anyway, and they beat up Chang's henchman. And Chang, for some reason, picks up a katana. And he doesn't hold it. He throws it like a fucking lawn dart.
A javelin is what I thought. And also, why did he pick up that when killing the bodyguard? Like, I know it's your bodyguard, but still, you could do something. And he's just standing there waiting for his turn. And I'm like, dude, really?
Look, the fucking Chang tosses that katana like it's a fucking lawn dart, and he gets blown away. He gets blown away.
He does, and that's a good way to talk about this movie. There's instances in this movie you're just sitting there fucking blown away with your mouth hanging open, going, wow, wait, what did they just really? Wow, did that just really happen, bro? This would be a great movie with a little bit of alcohol and some friends. This would really be. This would be that. And we get such a happy ending.
It is. They all go off, and the diamonds they're supposed to turn in. Mm-hmm. No, they keep them.
Okay, now this one, like, I call bullshit on a lot of this, but the loophole that they give, because one of them is not a federal agent of any kind, and like all the people that could have claimed the diamonds are dead.
Oh no, the plot hole has trapped Jen. Oh, Jen, come back! I think the movie killed Jen. I hope not. Oh no, I killed my girlfriend with a bad movie. What have I fucking done? Oh wait,
Sorry about this. Shitty internet. But the loophole, as I was saying, the loophole is awesome. I believe the loophole, and because the person that kept the diamonds, that didn't have to report about the diamonds, was not a federal agent. So legally, it was almost like they might have read something, like somebody actually read some legal subtext. They actually did their homework.
Well, like, isn't it? You can turn it into the police station. And if no one claims it after 30 days, you can pick it up. Shouldn't that have been the case?
Oh, God, Marty, this is where you're making your stand for this movie. This is where you're making your stand.
This is the hill I'll die on.
You want me to get you a medevac, darling?
Yeah.
Yeah. The research department did good on that scene. I'm gonna give it to him. The research department did good with that scene.
Okay. So what we had here is a movie that had eight booby scenes.
Yay!
It had a contaminated snake. It had fucking a skateboarding assassin with a sex doll.
Yes,
It
we
had
did.
Dead by Frisbee. It had everything. It has everything for the whole family. And as Jen said, it nearly caters to every fucking kink imaginable.
Except
So,
for lesbianisms.
yes.
Damn
Yes,
it.
that's
Where's the
where it
love?
falls down.
That's
That's
where
where it falls down. Favorite scene, Jen?
favorite scene would definitely be just because it's so wow, would definitely be when the snake pops up out of the toilet like an AIDS infected dick, but much bigger and a snake.
I gotta go with skateboarding sex doll assassin.
That's a good one too. That shows. See, you're a man of more refined taste. See, of course, everyone knew that's the one Jen would go with. You're a man of refined taste, as what we're reviewing clearly shows.
Hey, you're a classy lady as well. So yeah, that was Hard Ticket to Hawaii. As Jen said, if you're going to watch it, have a shit ton of alcohol, and yeah.
But
it's fun.
Movies go. This one is a fun one under the right term. It's a lot funner. Again, I know I'm using that word, but fuck it. It's Jen. I'm claiming it. I'm owning it. It's funner is Jen's word now.
Anyone says anything, I'll stab them with a pen. Don't worry, love. I got your back.
Oh,
I got your back. Cute stuff.
Thank you. But no, like it does enhance it if you do have friends and alcohol. But you know, this would be a great couples movie if you're the right kind of couple.
Well, this was our first date movie. We should let people know. Me and Jen haven't watched the movie together yet. So I said, fuck it, we'll go with this one.
Yeah.
And she hasn't left me yet.
Never will. And next week, this is a great set. Oh, before we get in the segue though, honestly, Marty, what would you, if people came up to you and said, Marty, should we watch a Hard Ticket to Hawaii? What would you tell them? The average movie Joe or our friends?
I would say watch it, have alcohol, and maybe a stronger substance, maybe a couple of stronger substances.
Lemonade.
Yes, lemonade.
Yeah, and I would say, and even if you're like, this is a fun, bad movie, guys. This is a fun, bad movie. It knows what it is. And I'm not going to take the piss out of it too much because it knows what it is. It's winking at the camera, and you can tell that the cast and crew are having a really good time. And the audience happens to have a good time too. There are better movies that have done it better, but overall, this was a fun movie, and I'm not sorry I saw it. And these movies aren't necessarily my thing, but it's fun, especially if you're with the right person or a group of people. It can make it even, it really enhances the experience. So I am not sorry I saw this, guys.
Fuck it, you wouldn't want to be. I mean, this is the fucker you're stuck with.
Not stuck with happily with. It's the other way around, Marty. It's the other way around.
No. I fucking adore you.
That's another good segue because for the whole gist of what Marty and I are doing is this week it's on Marty's channel, next week it's going to be on my channel, and I picked the movie, and oh boy, booze and ghouls, do I have a movie. It's a movie I've been dying to pick. The boy has never, like how this started with little Christian, my son, will not watch a puppet porno with his mother. Can you guys believe this? And like I suckered, I mean not suckered, I'm sorry, darling. I mean, I kindly asked Marty if he would do it, and I might have thrown some crocodile tears in. And Marty's such a gentleman and such a nice guy, even though he knows it's going to be a horrible experience. He took the bullet for Christian. He is you guys should send all the love to Marty because he took the bullet for poor Christian. Because I have been wanting
this next week. I'm going to be so fucking shagged.
So next week, tune in, kids, because we are going to be on my channel and we are going to be reviewing the magnum opus, Let My Puppets Come. And you're going to be somewhat of a virgin to this movie, right, Marty? You've never seen it, so you're a virgin to puppet porn. This is your first time.
Look, I'm going to get absolutely fucking batshit drunk when I'm watching this because... And I'm assuming you want us to watch the full version.
To watch. Yes,
I
we're gonna
assume
watch
you want
the
us to
full
watch the
version.
full version.
Yes,
Oh,
yes,
Christ.
absolutely. Absolutely. We're gonna, I mean, you people
Come
in
here.
the chat, like, tell Marty, of course, we're gonna have to watch all the hot puppet action. And I think there's like fellatios and there's cunnilingus, and I think there's some ass penetration, and there's coming. It's just glorious. It's fucking glorious. I can't wait. I'm excited. Who else is excited? Set your calendars, booze and ghouls, because this is going to be a fun ride. And like I said, we got a virgin.
You're lucky I adore your crazy, cute fucking arse. You know that? I'm fucking Jesus Christ.
I am
So
very
yeah,
lucky.
next week, Jen's channel, because I'm not doing it in my one. Let my puppets come. Oh Lord.
He
Jesus
loves me,
fuck.
but only to a point. Even his love has bounds. Even his love has bounds.
Hey, Revy, if that's the case, do you want to watch it instead of me with Jen? So.
Oh no! This is a couples movie, guys. Watch it if you guys are married or insignificant. Make sure you watch this review with your significant other, a person you love, because you want to curl up with a puppet porn with the person you love. You do, you really do. I'm excited. Like Marty's just pretending. He's super excited. He might also become a massive alcoholic before this channel hits like the 3rd or 4th episode, but we'll get there when we get there.
I'm Irish. It's a hobby. It's what you call alcoholism, I call a hobby. So yeah, guys, have you seen Hard Ticket to Hawaii? Let us know what you think in the comments below. And if you're going to check it out because of this review, let us know in the comments below. And yeah, so next Saturday, Jen?
Yes, next
Saturday.
Next Saturday. Say it with me, Marty. Me and Marty are going to be reviewing Let My Puppets Come. Oh.
Hey, Jen, you know the way it's a puppet movie? You know the way it's puppet porno? Do you think there'll be fisting in it?
Yeah, I know. Oh yeah, definitely. I can't believe I forgot. Yeah, they'll and I hopefully the puppeteers grease their hands.
Oh, Jesus Christ, I was joking. Right, that's enough. Have a good night, guys.
Bye, guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in.
Check out this lady's channel. If you haven't checked out Jen's channel yet,
check out
make
this
sure you
awesome
check it out.
channel. Check out this
and
check out him too. He's awesome.
Tune in tomorrow because Jen's going to be on my channel. We're going to be discussing man versus nature in the 3rd episode. If you go to, oh gosh, right. See you later, guys. Bye.
I thought you were just gonna have to. Bye, guys.
Oh, jeez Christ. Lord, save fucking.